Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Cook with NAKIE. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe, like and share. On today's menu, you can see, but you wonder what that is? Yeah, that is a tall simply mashed ripe plantain. Let's get started. So for our ingredients, we need our plantains. I'm using both the green one and the ripe one. I couldn't get the one that is not too ripe, so I'm gonna mix this up, and that's what I have in there. So if you're able to get the plantain that is not too ripe, you could use that. You don't have to mix it up. But since I didn't get that, I'm using both the ripe ones and the green one, and that came out so perfect. So I started by peeling off the plantain. I'm gonna take the peel off and I'm gonna cook this till it's tender. So eto is a Ghanaian dish made with ripe plantain or yam. People use regular yam for their eto too, but I like the ripe plantain version because it's kind of sweet. Yeah, so if you don't like the sweetness, you could use just the regular green one or use the yam, and it's gonna come out good. So this is a type of food that we don't eat it every day unless you love a thought that you want to do this every day. But aside that, I don't see people eating this type of food like every day. So I was thinking, I'm like, okay, we're in February, Valentine's around the corner. You want to do something different, because we're in this pandemic, people are not comfortable going out to eat or go out to do stuff like that. You want to do something different with your partner or with your loved ones, with your family, so you guys can enjoy it. And I added a little bit twist to it. And stay tuned and watch it to the end so you see what I did. So I'm gonna start cooking the green plantain. I added about 4 cups of water because that is tough a little bit. So I'm gonna start with that, and later on I'm gonna add the ripe plantain. So while that is cooking, I'm gonna start grinding my pepper and my onion. If you want more spiciness, you could add more pepper to it, but one was enough for me. So as you can see, I started grinding my pepper and my onions with my tapoli and my earthenware bowl. Guys, if you don't have this earthenware bowl, I don't know if you could use the food processor. I have not seen anyone use that before, but hey, you could give it a try and see if that works. But if you also want to use the earthenware bowl, the asanka and the tapoli, I think they sell it in most African shops. So guys, this is my Kobe. This is my salted tilapia. It's tougher a little bit, so I cut it into pieces. I'm going to be cooking it with the plantain to soften up a little bit. So now I'm adding my ripe plantain. My green one has been cooking for about 5 to 7 minutes, and now it's ready for me to add the ripe plantain. So make sure anytime you use the green one and the ripe one, make sure you don't add it together because the ripe one is going to cook faster and the green one is not going to be done. I'm adding my dry roasted peanut to it. This is optional. If you don't like the peanut, please do not add it. You could also use the peanut butter paste for this process, but since I want some bits of peanuts in my eto, that's why I'm using the dry roasted one. But if you don't like it, or if you don't want to go through this process of grinding it, just use the paste and it's gonna come out perfect. So this is how I want the texture of my peanut to look like. I don't want it too smooth. That's why I didn't grind it really smooth. But if you really want it smooth, just buy the paste and just use it. That's easier that way. So I added about 1 teaspoon of salt for taste. So I'm done with this sauce. I'm going to put this on the side and let's continue with the other part of this recipe. So I have my red oil heating up. I'm adding my momone to it. That's my cured fish. This adds some flavor to the oil and it adds some taste, some good taste to the eto. If you don't have it, you could still go ahead and do without it. It's still gonna be good. I'm adding half slice of onions to it. I'm gonna let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes and we're almost there, guys. The smell that is coming out right now, I wish you were here to smell that. It smells really good. So my plantains are ready. It is tender. The green ones are tender. The ripe ones are tender. And my Kobe is soft. So at this point, I'm just going to drain the water out and I'm going to take the Kobe out. I'm going to be adding the Kobe into my red oil, as you can see, and that is adding more flavor to it. And guys, I can't tell you how this place smells so good. So I'm giving that a stir, and this is going to cook for just about 2 to 3 minutes, and that will be done. So I started mashing up the green plantain first into the peanut sauce. I'm sorry I did not show you how I started. I thought I was recording it. No, I did not even hit the record button. I'm so sorry, guys. If you're a YouTuber and you cook, I know you could relate to this sometime. So that's all I did. I just started with the green plantain first. I'm now adding a little bit of the red oil. So the reason why I'm adding the red oil at this part is it gets stickier when you start to mash. So the red oil softens up. It doesn't make it so like sticky to each other. So as you can see with the red oil, it makes it easier to mash. So the red oil also helps prevent your eto from forming into like a fufu texture. That's why you need your red oil in a little bit when you mash, because without the red oil, your fufu, your eto is going to be like fufu because it's just regular green plantain, and that's exactly how you make your fufu anyway. So you want to add a little bit as you mash to prevent it from forming into fufu. Also, I started with the green plantain first because you don't want to start with the ripe one because that is already soft and you don't want to keep mashing it, otherwise it's going to be really sticky and you don't want that. So start with the green one if you're using both the green one and the ripe ones. So as you can see, I just added my ripe ones and you see how soft that is, and with that I'm just like hitting it. I'm not like really mashing it because you don't want it to be so sticky. The more you mash the ripe ones, it becomes really sticky and it's not really good. So just hit the tapoli on top and just like 1 or 2 and that's it. And also add more red oil if you need to not make it more sticky, okay? This is an easy recipe, guys. It doesn't take long to do. It tastes really good. It has that sweet taste to it. I just love this recipe because of the ripe plantain. But as I said in the beginning, if you don't like the ripe plantain, just use your regular green plantain or your regular yam, and it's gonna taste really good too. So at this point, I'm just using a fork just to flake it up a little bit. I didn't want to use the grinder or the tapoli to do that because, as I said, the more you do it, the more it becomes stickier and you don't want that. So the fork, you want to use the fork after you're done mixing it up, just to flake it up a little bit. So it's time for me to add my Kobe, my Kobe, the little pieces of Kobe and the onions, guys. Please, if you don't like Kobe or the salted tilapia, just omit this part. But if you do, please give this a try. Please give this a try and you're gonna love it. You take a bite of it all and there's Kobe in there. It's just good. That's all I can say for now. So I'm using my fork just to mix this well, to make sure the onions and the Kobe are all well mixed together. And we are done. Your atol is done. Just go ahead and eat it. But guys, no, we want to just put some love into this. It's Valentine's Day. We want to just make it special, okay? So I'm just using the heart-shaped cookie cutter and I'm going to shape it into a heart form just to make it different, you know? Yeah. And guys, if you're more creative and artistic, you could put more details into it. I wasn't. I just thought about this simple one, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, guys, this is how I did it. It looks so good. It looks different. Yeah, let me put it this way. It looks different, but it tastes really good. Look at that. You have this on your table, you eat it with your loved ones, your family, your friends, and it's just special, you know. It's a simple meal, but it's the way you present it that makes it look special. So I'm transferring it into a different plate because when I molded on that plate, it was really messy. You don't want to have like a messy plate. And yeah, I did transfer into a different plate. And look at that. This is the outcome, guys. Looks beautiful, right? It's just simple, not too much stress. Just get your heart shape and you're good to go. Okay, this is a regular eto, but with a twist, a Valentine's Day twist. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. I hope you're gonna give this a try, and I know that you're gonna love it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and comment, and please turn on your notification bell so anytime I upload you're gonna be among the first to get notified. Until I come your way next time, this is Cook with NAKIE. Be good to yourself, be good to everybody. It goes a long way.